What's up, guys? Welcome to our Sunday morning Bible reading lesson. So with our care package that we gave out before Christmas break, there was a little Bible reading plan. If you sent out lost yours, you can't find yours, feel free to reach out and we'll be able to resend it to you. There'll also be a link in our mailouts when we give them out each week. So with that, we're just told you no specific order whatsoever. We're just gonna pick a verse and kind of go with it. Now, if you're indecisive like me, it's really hard just to kind of pick a random verse to go with. And again, I don't like following the 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of step, but there was no specific order that you could have started this in. So I decided I'd take it upon myself to maybe get just a little bit creative on how we did it. So I grabbed my handy dandy tool here, and we're gonna see how we chose our verse of the week this week. Let's check this out. That's right. So I guess you're kind of questioning why I have arrows and this in my hand. Well, this is how we're gonna pick today. So we're gonna cut over to my GoPro shot really quick right about now. Okay, and now you see the target. So that's how we're gonna pick today. So I'm gonna get my bow and we're gonna choose a verse to go through together today on this video. Are you ready? Okay, we're in a super fast motion so it doesn't look be all awkward getting my bow in my stance and everything like that. And yeah, we'll be right back. For those of you dads that are watching right now and you're like, oh, youth pastor's got a compound bow, A, don't make fun of my form, and B, let's hope I hit a verse. Rough Daniel says, didn't go to 20. Now if I miss the target, it's even more embarrassing. Ooh, that was a little high. If I didn't even hit a verse. Alrighty, so I tipped the target over after my second shot, but it looks like we kind of hit near one. So let's go take a look and see what we hit. Okay, so it looks like we hit two verses, right? So the first one looks like Acts 15, 1-9, and the second one we hit was 1 John 4-1. So me being the guy that I am, I'm gonna make another indecision here, but I'm gonna choose 1 John 4-1. So let's head over to my office right now and we're gonna read this together. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just another way to kind of keep reading the Bible interesting is one, going through those plans and just finding different ways to spice it up a little bit, I guess. So I guess my first challenge to you guys is just one, try to mix it up a little bit. Don't sit there and go through 1 through 30. Try to shake it up and bounce around. Push yourself out of your comfort zone, if you will. But secondly is I want to see your guys' trick shots too. So if you guys have a sweet trick shot you want to send me a video or picture or whatever, we can post it on our Instagram. It would just be a fun thing to kind of see and do. Just a different way to break up the day or even keep you from being bored. But the verse that we kind of landed on was 1 John 4:1. It says, "Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the Spirit they have come from God. For there are many false prophets in the world." See, the most important thing about when we're reading the Bible is looking at a little something called context and just seeing where this all comes from. 1 John was writing from post when Jesus had left this earth, and this was kind of after Paul's missions as well. And it was one of his disciples, John, had written these books. So to look at this very more with a lens of it's just kind of telling you things and these little pockets of wisdoms in this literature here. And it just kind of bears a warning that when we're reading these things in the world today, or when we're understanding where all of this comes from, we need to know that there's not wisdom in everything we read and see, that we need to really look at through a lens of does this hold truth in my life? There's many motivational speakers out there, there's many quotes, there's different things that are very inspiring and do hold truth to them. But it's important to look at through our lens that we have together, knowing that that lens is okay. For example, is when we read these books at school, we know that the writer back then had all intentions of giving us one story, but yet we can get 50 different interpretations of that story. But understanding the context is very important for us, for knowing that it's super important for us to understand what the writer is actually trying to tell us, and giving the explicit orientation of what it really means. So when we see this, that from those last words that they say that there are many false prophets, is that there's also a lot of fake news in this world, and we don't need to let that fear fuel us. We need to understand that not everything we see on the internet is truth. So my encouragement to you guys is that when we're going through this week, and this verse, as small and minuscule as it is just knowing that that lens that we have in our lives is super important to us, guys. That we need to make sure that we don't believe everything we read, but to do the research behind it and understand and investigate what is the truth behind this. So we can understand that there may be a lot of fear going on, especially with the world we live in. We hear 50 million different things about how this virus is progressing and vaccinations, and our parents may be talking a lot. We could be very confused by all these things, but it's knowing that what's truth and what's not is super important to us. So I just want to encourage you guys as we continue down this reading plan that truth and context are two of the most important things that we can hold to ourselves here. So join us back here next week, folks, as we continue to just go through this reading plan. Could be random. We're going to have some of our leaders sharing as well upcoming here. Who knows, we might even hear from a couple of you guys if you guys find that it's something super important to you that you want to read and you want to share. So we'll also be seeing you guys on Friday evenings for our online hangouts, whether that's Jackbox games, Among Us games, or we might even try a few different things. But just encourage you guys to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Instagram so we can continue to just stay connected with you guys. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything at all, just reach out to us, guys. We're here for you, and we'd love to hear from you, even from your stories from quarantine to the hardships from going from school. We just want to love on you in this season and continue to love on you as a group. So we'll see you guys next week, and love and bless you all.